think we have some really nice conditions come together here in this region that make a local food movement very possible.
I'm willing to sacrifice something organic from California for something local.
The land values are getting so extraordinarily high, and farming is not known as the occupation where you're going to really make a lot of money.
Ice cream, McDonald's stuff like French fries, Arby's stuff, different kinds of food, all kinds of stuff.
How far do you haul that?
From coast to coast sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah, just all over.
And if you're wondering why their stuff costs more this year than last year, that's a big part of it.
So you guys aren't going to get your beer on the Walmart shelves anytime soon, huh?
Well, they've gone organic.
Everybody keeps it in the area, walks up and down, eats and drinks, and it's all self-supporting. It just thrives on its own.
This is Asheville, North Carolina, in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's my hometown, and it's also going to be my dinner plate for the coming week, as my challenge is, for the green issue, to eat and live as local as possible. Did you eat? I'm Brian Sarzynski. I'm a journalist. I like to eat. But I'm supposed to eat local. I have my doubts. Not about whether or not the food's here. I have doubts about me. I'm pretty lazy. Food is an afterthought. It doesn't have to be. So I've got a story to do. And I'll let you in on a little secret to journalism. Find someone smarter than you. I'm with Charlie Jackson. He's the director of the Appalachian Sustainable Agriculture Project. These folks put out what's called the Local Food Guide, which is the definitive resource to local food here in western North Carolina.
Tourism's our number one industry here, and people come here, they want an outdoor experience, an environmental experience, and for them to be able to pick up something and then to kind of frame their vacation around supporting local and enjoying local and making the connection between that landscape that they enjoyed all day and that dinner they're going to eat that night.
Well, what's the connection?
There's a concept in Europe that they talk about eat your landscape, that that you're out there, you're enjoying this landscape, and in the evening you come back and you enjoy a wine that's grown from a vineyard that you've enjoyed the scenic beauty of that day, or from a farm that you've enjoyed the scenic beauty of it. And the fact is that a third of the privately owned land in western North Carolina is a farm, 1/3 of the land. So that most of that landscape you are enjoying that's not public lands is a farm.
So by saving our farms, we save our viewshed?
That's exactly right.
What's another reason that people should be trying to eat locally?
And a lot of agriculture is moving out of this country entirely. It's moving to countries that have more relaxed labor regulations or environmental regulations, so that food can be grown cheaper there and then shipped back to us. And I think there's a real danger in losing our ability to grow food. It's one of the most important things we do every day. It's so fundamental to our lives. And so just the ability to be able to produce food close by is really important.
What's a food mile?
Well, a food mile is just a concept of thinking about the distance that food travels, and there's a lot of energy that goes into moving food around, and it's a real big use of our highways and our transportation system right now. This concentration of agriculture into fewer and fewer larger farms means that they're very dependent on a vast distribution network, and so where we have now is food that China now is one of the biggest producers, particularly of organic foods. It's really growing. China, and so food's being shipped massive distances, and how can that happen? Well, China has much cheaper labor issues. They've got much more relaxed environmental conditions there, so they can produce food extremely cheaply and then put it into this international distribution network and ship it all over the world. One of the real interesting things about the mountains is that we've got these big differences in temperature, and so you can have a farm up the mountain and one down the mountain and be growing things in totally different seasons. We grow a lot
Charlie
of
taught me a lot.
beans,
He had a lot to say.
There's a lot of beef,
And all that talk of food made me hungry. And I'm running pretty late. Still got to get dinner, got to hit a supermarket. All right, we're down at Green Life Grocery, and I'm with Rob.
I'm Rob Everett, Produce Department Manager.
Rob, tell me a little bit about some of the stuff you have here and where you're getting it.
Well, you know, whenever possible, we want to have local product on the shelves. Whenever possible, we try to put the origin in the bottom left-hand corner so that our customers know where the stuff is coming from.
Do you find people are asking more and more about that?
Absolutely.
They're interested in food miles?
Yeah, totally. The people who are coming here, they want organic food. They would prefer local organic food. They definitely gravitate towards stuff that's closer to home. But I think there's also an expectation that the quality of the product is going to be a little bit higher range. So you might even say that we're a high-end grocery store.
And he's right. You can get just about anything here. Think 4 should do it? I think so. But not everything here can be grown here.
It's like a whole constellation of other little farmers that seem to come and go with, you know, sort of unpredictable, schedules. I never know when I'm quite going to see them, and it might be really small amounts of things, but we're always happy to get it.
Thank you. This will be debit.
For me, as long as the farmer is moving their product, I think that's probably the most important thing.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There goes my wife. She's local.
All those lemons look pretty, stacked up real nice. But I think there's another side to this story. A dirtier side. How did it get here?